Hello everyone, Mark Latham here. Thought I'd do a quick posting this afternoon on this bank holiday. I've been reading this book again, Captives of a Concept, and it's by Don Cameron. It's a really good book, and I've found other things in here that I didn't see first time around, so I thought I'd just share one particular thing with anybody out there that might be interested in listening to this. This is an excellent book for all sorts of reasons, and I recommend it to any Jehovah's Witness or ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there, or indeed anybody else that has an interest in understanding why Jehovah's Witnesses are the way they are. But anyway, the one thing I wanted to look at was on starts on page 127 down the bottom there, and it's talking about the Proclaimers book. And this is the book that looks at the Watchtower History, and it has this to say. This won't take long, this posting, I don't think, but anyway, here we go. The book of Watchtower History, and I quote: "The easiest way for them to teach what is in this book is to let people read it for themselves. If they really care about helping others learn about their organisation, they should be willing to lend it to those who ask for it." Although this book is not as candid as it claims to be, it is candid enough about a few very important former teachings that might begin to get the attention of some witnesses if only they were able to notice what it says. If it does get their attention, they may then become self-motivated to want to look at the Society's actual pre-1919 literature, Russell's Studies in the Scriptures and Rutherford's The Finished Mystery, to teach themselves if there was anything else in the Society had been teaching that would not have passed an examination by Jesus Christ in 1919. Those who do look will discover numerous other false teachings, including the 38 listed on page 33 of this book, along with the thousands of false statements and reasonings that were used to support them. They may finally begin to realise that they have not been told the truth about the organisation's history. Okay. Let's have a look at page 33 and just go through these. False dates, false teachings. Here we go. 1799, the beginning of the last days or time of the end. 1829, the beginning of an understanding of the mysteries of prophecy. 1844, wise virgins went forth to meet the bridegroom. 1846, God's sanctuary was cleansed. 1873, end of 6,000 years of human existence. 1874, the return of Christ to begin his second coming. 1874. 1874, the beginning of the 40-year harvest or preaching work. 1874, second cry, behold the bridegroom. 1874, the beginning of the Battle of Armageddon. 1878, God's kingdom was set up in heaven. 1878. 1878, beginning of Christ's kingdom rule. 1878, beginning of times of restitution. 1881, close of the heavenly calling, spiritual Israel. That was in 1881, the close of the spiritual calling. 1881, resurrection of all the dead in Christ. 1914, the anointed Christians would be taken to heaven before 1914. 1914, the end of the harvest or preaching work. 1914, God's kingdom would be firmly established on the earth. 1914, Jesus would be present as earth's new ruler. 1914, all Gentile nations would be destroyed by God by the end of 1914. 1914, Jerusalem would begin to rise from the dust of divine disfavour to honour. 1914, Israel's blindness would begin to be turned away. 1914, this year would be the farthest limit of the rule of imperfect man. 1914, Battle of Armageddon would end. 1914, peaceful blessings would begin to be recognised on earth. 1914, complete destruction of Babylon the Great, all other religions. 1914, the last days would end in 1914. 1915, God's kingdom will be fully established near the end of 1915. I'm going to read that one again. God's kingdom will be fully established near the end of 1915. Okay, 1915, anointed Christians would be taken to heaven soon after 1914. They just said that earlier on. They did, didn't they? Okay. 1918, God's fire from heaven would fall on Christendom. 1918, millions of church members of Christendom would be destroyed by God. And that would happen in 1918. 1918, Christendom would go down to oblivion as a system. 1918, God will destroy the churches wholesale. 1920, there would be worldwide, all-embracing anarchy. 1920, all earthly governments will pass away. 1920, all republics will disappear in the fall of 1920. 1925, anointed Christians would be taken to heaven. I'm sure they've said that before, haven't they? And 2914 would be the end of the 1,000-year reign of Christ. Okay, just thought I'd mention those. Captors of a concept. Those were teachings of God's organisation on earth. This was at a time when they were approved by God in 1919, apparently, and by Jesus Christ. They were the approved channel of all truth on the earth at that time. And this is the reason why. These are the things they were preaching to be approved. I just thought I'd share that. It's a good book, well worth a read. But to any witnesses out there, if you have a Proclaimer's book, just read a little bit deeper into it. There are little gems in there that will show you that if you start to do a little bit more research, you will understand that all the things that I've just quoted from here are in those publications. And that is just something I wanted to share out there with those that might be looking to find the real truth behind the so-called truth. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.